Namaste Soul Fam. It's Annette, aka Shorty Love. Today's light language transmission is to help us all disconnect and release ourselves from dysfunctional relationships and toxic cycles. This is a big one, fam, and this is coming through heavy in 2022, at the beginning of 2022. And the reason being is you're probably finding that you're either you don't have any friends, you don't have any family, or the people that you used to resonate with, you don't resonate with anymore. People are just falling off left, right, and center, and you're being called heavily to get onto your path, get into alignment with your assignment, get into alignment with your soul's purpose. And the reason being is, and before I continue, actually, your purpose, fam, is illuminated to you as you love and look after yourself, as you take care of yourself on a mind, body, and soul level. As you put effort into you, everything starts to show up for you in the physical reality. So today is a really hot day, so excuse me if from time to time I'm like barfing, because seriously, it's like 35 degrees out there, and it's a lot of degrees, man. You know, more than I've got under my belt, that's for sure. It's hot, fam. Okay, losing me noggin, a little bit delusional today because of the heat. But anyway, the reason being is because Spirit is calling many of you now to really up level, and you're about to step into a new season of your life. And the only way that you can step into the new and create space for all the manifestations, the abundance, to align with the manifestations, you need to release that baggage, the old dead energy that's just been weighing you down, that's no longer serving you, that's just kept you in repetitive cycles of dimming your light, of playing smaller than you really are, of literally dumbing yourself down to fit into the matrix grid. That's what we have to do, right? Because on a soul level, we're spirit in physical form, so we are wise beyond the physical reality. But in order for us to fit in, we have to dumb ourselves down, fam. We have to literally act like, we're always playing characters anyway, right? But we have to act like we're stupider than what we really are. And that's what keeps us in these cycles. Pretending to be something that we're not, pretending to be lesser than we are, pretending that we don't really have far-fetched ideas and bigger imaginations than we really have, trying to like keep it hush-hush, trying to act like, you know, it's all right, you know, yeah, I do a bit of spiritual stuff here and there, but, you know, because we feel awkward, because we've been made to feel like anything that is beyond the matrix grid is really too much. It's not real, it's not right, it's not okay, it's not by the standards of the rules and regulations of society. And so that's what keeps us in these dysfunctional patterns, these dysfunctional relationships. There is an energetic attachment that we still may carry due to the baggage that we're still carrying around with us. So for example, if you're stuck in dysfunctional relationships, there could be a few reasons for that. One of them is that there is a karmic contract that you still have to fulfill. So there is still karma being played out between you and the other person or the other people, the community of people. And for that karma to play out, you have to sort of go through a couple of rinse and repeat cycles until you get to a stage where you've elevated enough and you've done enough work in clearing on yourself that you no longer have an energetic match, an energetic vibe to be able to connect to that old energy. Once you have cleared out and healed a lot of that old energy, that dense energy, once you've neutralized a lot of your own nishkarma that you might have created in this lifetime or previous lifetimes, because let's face it, we've all been on either end of the scale at some point in time. That's how we learn, right? By going through certain things, by making certain mistakes, by falling down 10 times and getting up 11 and just learning how to walk, learning how to evolve into becoming who we really are. Once you neutralize a lot of that, then you'll release yourself from that energetic charge. So some of those codes are going to come through today to help you to get rid of that baggage, that excess baggage that's keeping you tied to toxic cycles and dysfunctional relationships that you know are not serving you to your highest good anymore. And I can guarantee that so many of you, like I said, Spirit is literally elevating all of us to the next level. So depending on how much work you've done on yourself, you're about to go into your next season. But to go into your next season, you have to have the energetic space for that to be able to receive. If you're carrying all this baggage, it's literally going to be blocking the way. If your suitcase is full of shit, full of old clothes, full of old things, full of, you know, something that someone that you used to date gave you like 50 years ago and you still have it in your suitcase, then you can't bring new energy into that. And many of you are trying to manifest new energy, new relationships, soul family members, soul tribe members, soul mates, real divine counterparts, real divine relationships. Many of you are trying to manifest abundance, but you're still holding onto a wallet that your grandma gave you when you were 10 years old. You know, it's time to literally and spiritually relieve yourself from these energies. So if you need to go through your closet and clean out the closet, you need to get rid of some old clothes, you need to get rid of some old belongings, some, you know, things that used to be monumental, that used to hold really good memories, but now you know that they're energetically blocking you from bringing in new energy. It's time to clear them out. And obviously through this light language transmission, you're going to be clearing out the energy imprints that are keeping you stuck in that old baggage. Because honestly, if you're trying to manifest, say for example, you're trying to manifest new love, but you've still got all these old attachments to your past, your phone number's been with you for like 20 years, so every single Tom, Dick, Jane, Bob, Mary has your number, right? That you don't even talk to anymore, but they still have access to you. It's time for you to change your number up. It's time for you to start a new Instagram account. It's time for you to start a new YouTube platform. Whatever it is that you want to do, it's time for you to start fresh and start anew. By the end of 2020, fam, y'all are going to be chefs, professional chefs. You can be slicing and dicing and getting out the Dyson and literally like cleaning it up, because you're raising your vibration to a space now where you're energetically going to feel like it's a mismatch to be around the things that you used to be able to energetically tolerate. You're not going to be able to tolerate anymore. Your body's going to start reacting differently to certain foods, to certain environments, to certain people and places. Those sorts of things, you know, it's part of the ascension symptoms, and I'm going to link that at the end of this, because I feel like a lot of you that are going through major ascension symptoms right now, that video is going to help you a lot. But in general, you're going to find that you react differently to certain situations, certain people, certain things. That's not to say that you have to completely repel them and be like, ew, stay away from me, I don't want to be around you anymore. It's not like that. It's just you develop a level of discernment, you develop a level of understanding through all these experiences that you have been through all the energies that you have met along your journey. And as you raise your vibration, you're going to start to attract everything, fam. Okay, let me just keep it real. You're going to start to attract everything from high vibrational, amazing people like yourselves, healers, light workers, star seeds, indigos, rainbows, you know, just amazing beings who are here on a very amazing spiritual journey. And then you're also going to attract the opposite of that, those that need the light, those who are craving it, but those who are only going to be there to suck it from you. They're literally like energy vampires, and they don't even know they're doing it. They're karmic, fam. They don't understand that they're doing it. They just feel better when they're around you, but they literally suck you dry, and then, you know, they're off on their journey and you kind of just left there drained. So we don't want to have that kind of energy anymore, especially not in 2022. If you want to go into your new season and you really want to blossom and flourish to a new level of yourself, a greater potential of yourself, the real you, more of the real you coming through, then you got to get used to just trimming those hedges, fam, to keep the garden neat and clean. Sometimes you're gonna have to trim some hedges, sometimes you're gonna have to pull out some weeds, sometimes you're gonna have to pull that flower out from the old garden bed and plant it in a new garden bed, because maybe the old soil, the old manure is just shit now. It's not working anymore, it's just contaminated. So you're going to have to plant it in a new space where you pour new soil, new manure into that space so that it's able to grow. Right? Like they say, if the flower is not growing, you don't cut the flower down and destroy it. You plant it in a space where it's going to grow. You plant it in a space where you're able to nurture it so that it can flourish and blossom in the new environment. And to create that new environment, you literally have to get out of the old environment. You might be in the exact same place, exact same home, exact same location, exact same school, university, gym, job, whatever it is. but it's about shifting the energy within yourself, within your own energetic and auric field, so that you literally have a brand new energy, a brand new space to create from. So you might need to spruce up your current living environment. You might need to add more plants, more colors into your environment. Colors are really big for a spiritual seeker. And as you continue on your journey, you're going to discover that. You're going to see a rainbow and you're just going to be like driving, you know, like that's me. That's me. Like seriously, I can just go off with the rainbow. But yeah, you know, just sprucing up your environment, getting rid of old things, getting rid of gunk, things that just, you know, they're just not aligning with you and they're not an energetic match anymore. And like I said, you're going to be slicing and dicing. So again, it's not like anybody is lesser than or better than or anything like that. It's simply the best and highest good for everybody involved when you let go of the attachments and the codependency that you may have had, and the baggage and the cords and the strings, the ties, the soul ties that are still attaching you to spaces, people and places that no longer serve you to your highest good. I'll give you a little example of this. Recently, I researched myself on Google, my name on Google, just to see what comes up. And I realized that old photos from like 2013 from my Tumblr, I still had a Tumblr account. I didn't even know I had a Tumblr account, right? It's still operating, it was still there. It had pictures of me from eons ago doing things that I don't even resonate with anymore. Being, you know, and I was in these pictures with old people, old friends that I no longer even talk to anymore, that, you know, we've parted ways, we went off on our own ways and we parted with love, but we're just not on the same frequency anymore. We're just doing our own things now. And so that energy was still playing in the background, that was blocking me from receiving new energies in my life. And the second I got rid of that Tumblr account, new energy started to flow in straight away, fam, straight away, right? So it can even be something as simple as that, going through your phone, deleting old text messages, deleting old pictures and photos with people that you don't even have in your life anymore, fam. I know sometimes it's hard because you want to hold on to the memories. There were so many years put in with those people, but you can meet a person and in 1 second you can feel an instant connection, which is so much more high vibrational and can teach you so much in that split second than somebody who's been in your life for 20 years, who has given you nothing but pain and literally taught you how to master that pain so that you can grow and get greater gains. So either way, you're still learning something, but you want to go towards the energies that bring the light out in you, that bring that spark of the divine out within you. You don't want to just keep going back and staying attached to the old baggage, to the old people, out of a sense of loyalty. I know, fam, I know a lot of y'all, you're empaths, you're lovers, you're givers, you're healers. You want to help people. Sometimes you stay in situations for longer than you need to because you feel obliged to, because of a sense of loyalty. But Spirit has put you in those situations for a long period of time so that you can learn how to discern where you need to put your energy, where you need to place your time, where you need to place your attention and your focus. Things that you used to do 10 years ago, you might look back and be like, wow, that was a whole different timeline, you know? And that's not to say that you can't do those things. If you were partying 10 years ago, you might love to still party now. That's fine, you know, you might enjoy that, but you might not resonate with it at the same level. If you're partying now, you might be with like your soul tribe and you're lighting sage sticks and you're out here with your maracas, you know, like enjoying your time differently. I don't know. I know for a fact that the last time I went clubbing, I was looking for my crystals. I literally had crystals in my pocket because I knew that there was going to be so many energies around me. This is a couple of years back, but I remember I had crystals in my pocket and I was just there and I was like, you know, on the dance floor with my crystals, making sure that my energy field was protected, because I knew at that time I was going through a lot of healing. And I also knew that I was energetically, you know, maybe not as protected and as aligned and as firm in my boundaries as I am today. So at that time I needed that, you know. But another gift is, and another pointer that I can give is, when you come back home from spaces like that, you know, you've been out, you've been around a lot of people, and you're ascending and your energy field is a little bit more vulnerable, sage yourself, fam. Sage yourself. Put that black tourmaline in your pocket. Ain't nobody got to see it, you know. Ain't nobody got to know what time it is. It's there. It's there. It's with you, you know. Utilize those means of protection, those methods of protections, those tools and those resources, because that is what they are there for, fam. That's what they're there for. I'm not saying you have to pull out the sage and start saging everybody in the room and be like, all right, guys, you know, I'm spiritual. I'm going through an ascension. Y'all are going to have to act accordingly. It's not like that at all. Shield and protect yourself. See the light around you and make sure that you feel good within your own energy field before you step out into the world. It's really important to have some sort of daily practice that before you even see anybody else, before you even go out, step out of your zone, you have created your own ozone layer, okay, of light, of love, of protection, of divine shielding and protection, always. And that's going to help you to raise yourself into a state where when you do start doing the cutting and chopping and releasing, and you don't have to do it physically, you don't have to say, you know, that's it, I'm done with you or anything like that. If you do it energetically first, you're going to find physically it's going to manifest with a lot more ease, because you're healing from an energy space. And once the energy is gone, the energetic charge is gone, it has to fall off in the physical, fam. So this particular light language transmission is going to help you to remove that baggage, let go of the attachments and the things that you've been holding on to, let go of the things that you don't even know are still there. Google yourself, fam. You might find some pretty interesting things. And, you know, old email addresses and stuff that you're not using anymore, it still might hold a lot of old emails, old photos, energy from the past that is keeping you stuck and stagnant and not allowing you to move into a state of higher vibrations, move into your future, right? Everything's happening in the here and now. The future and the past and the present is all here and now. But in order to pave a smooth slate, clean slate for the future to manifest in the way that you want it to manifest, you want to make sure that you're releasing and letting go, surrendering and clearing out what has served its purpose, what has done its time. Be grateful to those experiences. Be grateful to the karmics in your life that you've met along your journey. Because again, I always say we're all divinely karmic. We're always creating karma. But for the people who stay in the matrix grid, they stay in the karmic loops and cycles, and they love the drama and they love the toxicity, and they really thrive off of that energy vampirism. They get their source of supply from other people rather than doing it internally. They are going to stay there, fam. And as much as you want to help them and as much as you want to elevate them along with you, you want to take them with you, you can't take everybody, fam. You really cannot take everybody with you. This is a soul path. It's a soul journey. It's about you and everything else at the same time. Universe, right? So you have to really let go of wanting to help those who don't want the help, and you have to see them from a space of compassion, see them from the eyes of love, and be like, you know what, there was a time when I was in that position. There was a time when I was rinsing and repeating and being karmic and just kind of going with the motions, flailing about. And you have to understand that some of these people don't want to evolve, they don't want to grow, they don't want to know about it, they really don't want to know about it. So you're going to be wasting your own energy, your own time, which is your universal currency. Energy is universal currency. You don't want to be wasting that. You want to be applying it into areas that are going to bring you returns, triple the returns, quadruple the returns, that are going to bring you value, add value to your life. Therefore, it's going to add value to other people's lives. When you look after and love yourself in that way, mind, body, and soul, you're adding value to you. And when you add value to you, it automatically adds value to others, because you're learning, you're unlocking your knowledge, you're unlocking your wisdom, you're tapping into your innate spiritual gifts. And that is the greatest gift that you can give to this world, fam, in whichever way, shape, or form that works for you. So be thankful to them. understand they have played an important, a very vital role in your life in helping you to become more discerning, in helping you to understand what healthy energetic boundaries really are, that you don't have to even say anything once you learn how to shield and protect yourself on a daily, that you don't even have to fight them off or try to defend yourself or prove yourself or anything like that. You just have to sit and be where you are. Know yourself, have faith in yourself, align with yourself, align with your truth. Come into a state of integrity. Release as you go along. It's going to keep popping up, at different stages of your journey. You're going to be like, oh, that no longer serves me. It's time to release it. And you're going to get better and better at it. Like I said, you're going to become a chef. You're going to be out here at some stage, when you go to those places like teppanyaki and they're doing it in front of you and they're just like flipping everything around, you're going to become that person energetically in your life, where you're just going to know how to like maneuver, how to handle different energies that come your way. And even when toxic energies come your way, even when people who are still in that old cycle come your way, you're going to be able to greet them from a space of compassion, from a space of kindness and love, and it's not going to have such a big, huge impact on you to the point where you're just going to feel like you're drained, or you're going to feel like you need to like get away from them or run away from it. You're going to be so firm in your inner knowing, in your truth, in your belief with yourself. You're going to be so aligned to your heart, so in integrity, that no matter what nothing what's happening around you, it's not going to have an impact on you. It's literally just, it's going to bounce off your energy field, roll off, and you're just going to keep going, keep growing. With that said, I'm going to deliver this light language transmission to help you to detach, release, and let go of dysfunctional relationships and toxic cycles that no longer serve you to your highest good. And I just want to say it's okay. If you find this process is tough, if you find every time you go through this period of ascension and you're having to release things, if you find that it's still a little bit tough, it's heavy on your heart, it's okay. You're a compassionate human being, fam. You're allowed to feel. Your heart is your portal of light. Your heart is your portal and connection to everything. So of course, it's not always going to be easy, but you have to remember that we are all one. So even when you're letting go, you're setting them free to fly in the direction of their choosing, their calling, their truth. And you're freeing yourself in that process, and that's liberating. That's the greatest gift that you can give to those who have played that part and that role in your life. It's been essential. But now you've learnt discernment, and now it's time for you to align with the divine and with your new season of blessings, of greatness, of power, divine power, aligned action, strength. When you look back, you'll see how much you've conquered, how much they taught you about yourself simply by hurting you, betraying you, stabbing you in the back, all of the things that you've been through. You're going to see that and you're going to be like, wow, I'm able to detach from that now. That story is no longer my story. I'm writing a new story. You're going to start writing a new story the second that you detach from the old stories. And it's going to be a huge blessing. With that said, let's get into this light language transmission. Open up to receiving these light codes on all levels. Allow the light to come down through your crown, entering into each and every single one of your chakras, into your entire body, bringing health, wealth, peace, prosperity, abundance, happiness, joy, success, radiance, high vibrations, illumination, enlightenment into your being. And beaming down into the center and core of planet Earth, where it connects to Mother Earth's crystalline grid. And feel yourself connected now from above and below as this light merges and unifies with Mother Earth energy and Source energy, bouncing up your feet, up your legs, in through your stomach and entering into your heart space, Opening up your heart chakra more fully to receive this transmission, to receive love, to receive your new season, your new manifestations, upgrading your timelines, uplifting you into a higher vibration now, so that you are able to align with your goals, your visions, your dreams, with what it is that your soul came here to do. Aligning with yourself and therefore aligning with your purpose. Rotoshuri nerata toni rina torosti nerata tase aratoni retata sarato kurutoni ratatashi unirata nerata katasirata indiarato trotis charatata rikata tronulutiti. You are safe in this process of releasing as you are liberating yourself from the old baggage. You are liberating all others in your field. You are creating space now to open up to receiving higher guidance and embodying your higher self more fully now. Grounding it into the physical reality. Breaking free of the matrix grid. Aligning to your soul's blueprint. Cutting cords now, removing them from your field, removing them from the root, removing all soul ties that no longer serve you to your highest good. relieving you now of anywhere where you have given your power away, consciously or unconsciously. Bringing in codes now of detachment, so you can move freely on your journey ahead. Purifying your energetic and auric field and your electromagnetic field now, so that you attract relationships, people, places, and circumstances that are to your highest good and the greatest good. Neutralizing any nishkaram, balancing out your energy fields now. Breathe that in, bringing in harmony through aligning you to your highest timeline. Creating space and opening you up to aligning with your soul's path, soul's purpose, and divine assignment. Sealing off any energetic tears, leaks, and gaps in your energy field. Any energy that is keeping you aligned to the old versions, outdated templates that no longer serve you. Clearing it out now. Helping you to let go with more ease and grace. Aligning with compassion and kindness in all that you do. Allowing it all to be a lesson and a divine blessing. You are a being of love and light. It is okay for you to shine. It is your divine birthright to radiate your light. You are allowed give yourself permission to operate at your greatest divine potential. This is your gift to yourself and humanity, to the collective, Mother Earth and Gaia at this time. You are safe in embodying your true authentic self on all levels, and you are safe to step into your new season now, freely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Some new codes came in there, fam. Some new codes came in there. My voice was doing things that my voice has never done. That little part where I laughed, it was because, it was just new integrations, new codes coming through for myself and for you all. So that was powerful. Come back to this transmission, fam, whenever you need it, whenever you feel like you're going through a rinse and repeat, whenever you're feeling like you know you need to let go, but you still feel attached in some way energetically and you can't really figure out what it is. Sometimes if it's energy, then we can't really decipher it with our physical senses, with our mind, with thinking about it too much. So it's better to just go there on an energetic level, ask your higher self, the divine God source creator, your team of light, for directions and for clarity, and you will receive that. And I'll put the light language for clarity as well at the end of this video, and also the light language for blessings. I feel like doing that after this transmission will actually put you in a space where you've opened enough to be able to receive those blessings and align with those manifestations. So take care, stay blessed, stay high vibing. I'll connect with you guys shortly.